What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Um, this video will be my. This is you could thank people like George Zimmerman and Hose Claw and even the Alabama PD. You know, for years we've been talking about police brutality, people's idea that they can people just doing whatever they want to do and being covered by it, and cops being dirty and setting people up and all that type of shit. But and these three situations and scenarios put a spotlight on it on a constant basis. First, we'll start with Zimmerman, right? So now all of a sudden he's a piece of shit. And the funny part about it is this, and this is why I'm starting with Zimmerman. The first two guys aren't really white guys. They aren't. They're just not white guys. But people want to, you could be a white guy if you fuck up somebody's black's life. You'll get that pass. But where it goes awry for America is this. We've always been saying that non-black people can get away with murder if they're dealing with us. They can do whatever the fuck they want. They could it's just a constant slaps on the wrist. So when you look at George Zimmerman, how much shit does he do on a regular basis? Now, if George Zimmerman was quote unquote black, you know how long ago he would have been in jail? You know how many years he would have had by now? I mean, seriously. Think he would have made it out of fighting the cop? No. You think he'd have made it out of the rape allegation or the child? No. Think he would have made it out of the quote unquote standing my ground? No. You think he would have made it out of barricading himself in his girlfriend's house? No. You think he would have made it out of the situation that stalking a guy that caused him to get shot at? No. Do you think he would have made it out of beating his ex-wife's father with no charges? No. Now, I can keep going on, but this is the point I'm making. He was used to getting away with shit because, let's be honest, that's how you treat people like that. Class, connections, race. We know this. This is why we say these guys are some terrible individuals. Not because of their one action, but because they're allowed to keep repeating the same actions over and over and over again. And they only get worse because they get more emboldened and brazen about it, because what consequence are they going to pay? Same thing about this cop, Holtzclaw, whatever the fuck. He was preying on people in a certain neighborhood for a reason. The cops ain't gonna fuck with them. Well, if he's a cop and he figured this shit out, what does that say? He had to be on the force long enough to figure out that, if it happened in this black neighborhood, this shit really don't count. And which a lot of brothers been saying for years. A lot of the crime you see going on in the middle of the night ain't always black on black crime. You got dirty individuals in a neighborhood at night doing fuck shit. But it's always somebody to cover the tracks, because it's not what really happens. It's what people write in the report. He just happened to have too many people saying the same exact thing about his ass. And if something would have happened to him when he was on duty and all these rape charges was to come out, that would have been ignored and swept under the rug. What would have happened? Same thing with the Fox Hill guy. Now they see he was on that shit, full of shit, after he's dead, after everybody said he was such a great guy, a great officer, who did all these positive things in the community, he's all loved. What the fuck was he doing? That type of shit. Same thing with the Alabama, the Alabama Police Department, who have been found guilty for planting drugs and giving guys sentences for years. Now the crazy part about it is this: we talking Florida, we talking, what is that? Where is the host called? Is it Missouri or Ohio. It's one of them fucking states. Missouri, Ohio, one of them. And Florida, Missouri, Ohio, Alabama, something like that. These are three different places with basically the same mentality of police officers and people who wanted to quote unquote be a police officer, who knew as far as the men concerned, you could plant drugs on them, lock them up, who's going to care. As far as women concerned, we pull them over in the night, we can lock them up, we can pull them over, we can rape them, and if they don't give us no pussy in no head, we can lock them up, who's going to care. As far as the vigilante goes, I can shoot a kid because he's black. He looked like the Hulk when he turned around. So you know how those black kids are. Yeah, we know. So all of this agreement is this. Slowly but surely, you're telling on yourself. And everything the black people been saying for years, slowly but surely, with more technology, which I said in a video a long time ago, technology is going to really expose this racism. It's showing you week after week, day after day, story after story, and all these other white individuals who 1 minute they're Donald Trump showed y'all. 1 minute he don't hate you, he hates you because you're Hispanic, and everybody cool with that. Next minute he hates you because you're black, and everybody cool with that. Next minute he hates you because you're Muslim, and everybody cool with that. Oh, wait a minute. If you're not white, nobody wants you around them? Oh, is that what's going on? Exactly, that's what's been going on. That's what we've been telling y'all for years. But hey, and you get the same MO. I don't like Hispanics. Oh, you don't? Oh, we'll get some Hispanic ladies to come out and say, "We love you, Trump." I don't like blacks. Oh, let's go meet with the pastors who's gonna sell out. That didn't work too well. Let's get two black women. Oh, we love you, Trump. Now he's going with the Muslims. Let's see if he can find some Muslims in a couple weeks. Oh, we love you, Trump. But I gotta thank y'all, because y'all make this shit easy. Even though you say racism is dead and it's not in your face and people are not like they used to be, people are exactly how they used to be. You could put up to the shit that's going on today with the shit that went on in the past. You could put it up with South Africa apartheid. You could put it up with a lot of shit. It's the same exact shit right now. The Gestapo is the same shit. And the funny part is it's happening so much. People are looking at they can't be isolated incidents because the shit that you forget pops up. You remember like they were holding people in Chicago at the police station without due process? People forgot about that shit. You get what I'm saying? People forget about the cop that got mad because he got fired because he was in the KKK openly. People forget about that shit. Seriously. People forget about what is the Sony hack with all the racial comments in it. People forget about that shit. I don't understand. So when they start remembering shit and more shit keeps happening, who do you have to thank? These same people who quote unquote are not racist, but they call you race baiters for pointing out that they're racist. So it is what it is, man. I like to thank you guys. I mean, y'all are proving people right every day with your bullshit. So appreciate you.